Alright guys, this is not a review because I'm not doing individual figure reviews anymore for the time being, but this is just to show what's on my shelf space in terms of action figures and Marvel Legends. Thoughts about the figures, okay? Or the plans I have for them. This is the Endgame War Machine armor. Always like the War Machine figures, whether it be comic or movie based. Very nice addition. Big guns here, the cannon mount. Really nicely done. So I think you get your good money's worth with the amount of plastic you have on him. Spider-Woman 2. And this is the web shooting accessory hand. Always liked this character, the costume. And I never thought the comic book character was developed right, because when she was in Secret Wars, when she first started, she was a mystery and there was a lot of good stuff going on. And then I think they developed her backstory wrong. But it's a fantastic costume. Classic Loki. Finally, probably the best Loki action figure. Because he always wanted the classic look, and that was never made until now. And a couple of the figures in the past have went up for high prices because we never got the classic look. This is the Doppelganger from the comics. It's an evil version of Spider-Man, six-armed. Even though no one really likes that torso design they used, I have to admit the darker colors and the details, the head sculpt and the hands. I didn't buy the regular six-armed version because I didn't like it, but this is a really nice figure and villain for the display. Hopefully they add Demo Goblin and Shriek and the rest of the Maximum Carnage villains. So that'd be a good bad guy team up. Scorpion. This is a really nice classic Scorpion, but the Toy Biz one, if you have the metallic version, is fantastic. You don't need an upgrade, but this, if you don't have a previous Scorpion, this is the one to get. But they're both fine figures, really nicely done, classic look. Far From Home, Spider-Man. It's okay. The only thing missing is the web lines, really. Some people don't like the glossiness of it, but just the absence of the web lines, because for budget reasons they have to, conserve. Sometimes you spend more on one figure, you got to balance it out, So I think it could have been better, but the articulation is nice. Dazzler. This is the version, as a fan, I wanted. And we had that disco version, which I have to sell. It's in storage, but it was just a crappy version. I didn't want that figure. I only bought it because it was Dazzler and you want a new figure in your collection of a new character. But this is the version, and it is fantastic. If you remember the 1990s 6-player X-Men arcade game, it had Wolverine in the brown costume, Colossus in his classic look, and you have Cyclops in his classic look, Nightcrawler, and then her and Storm first appearance. So once you get the Storm first appearance look, you complete the team of 6, but she was a key member. This is the costume. Total surprise they made it. Next, this is part of a 3-pack with Magneto and Scarlet Witch. Quicksilver. Finally a much needed upgrade. We only had the Quicksilver from early Hasbro days in the blue costume and green variant, and that figure always stunk. So to get this figure, just automatic upgrade. Fantastic. Iceman. This is Iceman X-Factor gear with that belt. And finally a classic Iceman. This is the Iceman figure that should have been made years ago. The only little changes I would make is I'm going to remove that belt one day. That was an X-Factor thing. He doesn't need the belt, in my opinion. His classic look doesn't have it, but it doesn't have like that little peg to take it out. So figure it out. Either cut it out, or that's a future thing. For now I'm keeping it. And it would have been nice if you had an open swap out hand for his ice power effect rather than 2 closed fists. But still good enough. I'll get some ice effects or powers one day to really shine. Magneto. Finally, the best Magneto in his classic costume. Toy Biz, underwhelmed. Hasbro before, not good either. This is the best Magneto. No question about it. Has 2 different head sculpts. And the unmasked head from a previous Magneto works on it. Fantastic. Scarlet Witch. this is her really nice head sculpt. This is her in terms of the Avengers disassembled type of look with the darker colors. At first I wanted to keep the classic Scarlet Witch we had a couple of years ago, which is a really nice figure. But once you get this out of the package, this is a better figure. This is a keeper. Well done. But it is from that era when she was bad for a while. But overall, nicely done. Next 2-pack. Hulk and first appearance Wolverine. Hulk is, this is the definite version. This is the only Hulk you really need. It's such a well done sculpt. It reminds me of the Face Off Hulk from Toy Biz 2-pack, but upgraded, made much better in today's market. So this is the Hulk. Wolverine, I didn't want this figure. There are better Wolverines. But one thing that really annoys me is, check it out. You see the stripes on his right side? On the left side, no stripes. Quality control. They screwed up. And I had no say in it because I ordered it online and I didn't realize it till I opened it up out of the package. So, the stripes are missing. That's screwed up, right? Again, I really didn't want this figure, but what I might do is use an unmasked head from spare parts from different figures, put the unmasked Wolverine head there, and it'd look better that way. So that's one of the plans. But this was just on its own, I wouldn't have bought it. Awesome, amazing, Alex Ross inspired Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. Iron Man, the unmasked head sculpt, just looks realistic. Alex Ross type art here. These are some of the best versions of the character. This is like the definite Thor, Iron Man, and Cap. Only odd things here are Cap. When you look at the Alex Ross art, it is this dark blue. Some people would have liked a lighter blue. And while I understand the lighter blue, when you see these 3 figures together, it just color matches like perfectly. So I could predict a lighter blue maybe one day for this Cap. Maybe. And I would probably change the shield maybe to a Toy Biz one that looked brighter, or some other spare Cap figures. Looks a little too dull, the shield. That's an easy accessory part to change. And it fits scale wise. This Iron Man, this Thor, it's fantastic. But the odd thing is they gave an unmasked Tony Stark head. They gave a variant masked head to Cap that almost looks the same. You know, I don't get why they're doing almost the same head sculpt. I would have rather had an unmasked Steve Rogers of this quality for Cap. Just awesome set. In fact, these Alex Ross inspired figures look so good and detailed. I really hope that Hasbro makes Alex Ross designed Spider-Man, Alex Ross designed Punisher, Alex Ross designed Daredevil, all of the mainstays. These 3 are such high quality and really great for your collection that I want Alex Ross designed action figures for all the mainstay Marvel figures. So that's my display currently of the Marvel figures here in this limited space I have. So let me know what you think. If you like this idea, just talking on it, just giving my opinions on it quickly. And that's it for now, and thanks for watching.